Hello. No, there hasn't been some sort of calamity or some sort of big upset or something that I've been going through. I've said it all along, I make the videos when I want to, and sometimes I just don't want to. And other than that, an aspect of it is the fact that, the way that I live, I don't have, I'm not getting a lot of, I don't have new records to show you, which is a lot of the fun of this. And as a collector, going through periods where I'm not able to collect, I'll have periods where I'm not even focused on playing records. I'll be doing other things, and that's what's been going on. I've been writing a lot of music, I've been playing a lot, been working my other job, which has increased. The money has increased slightly, but it's still at a point where the main thing I'm doing is just maintaining, okay? Paying bills and having money to take care of things, so I don't, so that plays into the amount of time that can span between me making videos these days. So I have something to talk about, and so I'm here. Monday this week, my band Chemicals played our, I think, second or third gig, and we opened for this band from San Francisco, Foxtails Brigade. And I really liked them. They have a brand new album, which I didn't have the money for, but I did buy the single. And the band came to my attention because one of the members used to be in Bright Eyes, okay? So, as a point of reference, there's a personal aspect to the music. It's personal music in many ways. Acoustic, partially. Laura, the lead singer and writer, plays nylon string guitar, plays it very well. Finger picks really well. But interestingly, playing with them live, some of their songs were kind of quirky, reminded me of Captain Beefheart. This doesn't, but this is good. This is more kind of reflective, and it's pretty. Foxtails Brigade. So this is the newest addition to my collection as a result of playing a show with the band. The other new vinyl that I can show you is something that was sent to me. And I do appreciate when people do send things to me. And with that in mind, Trish, yes, your mixes came. Trish, your outpouring of love through the mixes is just very greatly appreciated. Have I listened to them yet? No. Thank you. I've been busy with stuff. Thank you. I just appreciate the love, Trish. Thank you. Okay. This band Over Forward from Minneapolis, I believe. They got a hold of me, said they like my videos. Can they send me one of their albums? They know that I'll be honest and they're not worried about it. And I said, sure. Knowing that I'm going to tell you what I really think, send it on. When I pulled the album out, it looked like it was going to be heavy metal. It's not. It's more of an epic prog sound. Lots of keyboards, a lot of organ actually. I've listened to the album twice now, but it's a sort of album where I think it's the sort of thing that the more you play it, the more it will become what it is to you. The songs move slowly, they develop slowly, a lot of repetition, instrumental. Like I said, I get the impression that the band is going for epic, a big picture with the music. On a couple of the tracks, I think that they're getting close to it. Other ones, it's kind of like it goes on, it repeats, and you're waiting, so what's going to happen, And then it changes, and it's okay. The band is good players. I don't know how long the band has been around. I say that it's only going to get better. I think the band is endeavoring to go for that great epic keyboard driven sound of the 70s and early 80s. And they have it in them. This is pretty good, guys. Thank you. I'll say this. I bet you there are many people who would hear this album, and this will be the bee's knees to them. This will be a real good introduction to epic progressive rock from a current band. Over Forward. Fantasy Absent Reason. Yeah, I recommend this. And I do look forward to playing it some more. Those are the only new additions to my record collection that I have to show you. What you're hearing in the background is music I've been writing and working on for the band Chemicals mainly. Some grooves, you know, trying to get some grooves. So this is something that the band will be playing here soon. I have no plans for a new record release. Primarily focused on getting the band Chemicals going. If anything, I'd like to see that band get to the point where we have enough material and playing it well enough that we can put out a record. If anything, I would say that might be the next vinyl release I would endeavor to try to get put out. I don't know if that'll happen this year or not. I don't know. I had mentioned a few months ago that I was working on some tracks with some vocalists. Well, the tracks are done, but there's no money to release, and neither of the artists is really interested in doing digital, and it's their project, so I'm going to let them take the lead. I did all the production, but it's their music, so well, actually one of them is my music, but I'm just going to let that stuff sit until they know what they want to do. But, you know, Third Ear Productions, in your comment on my last video where I said I'll be back soon, you're saying whatever it is, I'll get through it. I'm not going through anything in particular. What I'm going through is what I go through all the time, which is being black in America, okay? And other blacks have an idea of what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. But for me, it's a constant issue. It's a challenge. It's always on the front burner when I am out in public here in Nebraska. I don't know about the rest of the country, but I love I love Omaha. I have a lot of love and friendship here, but the social climate is what I'm talking about, where you encounter people who don't know you. You're just seen as a black person, and what that entails sucks still a lot. It still sucks a lot of the time. So nothing heavy is going on out of the unusual, just the same old shit, you know, and the fact that we're in an election year and the general climate of the country because of I blame partially the media, because that's what everyone lives through, the media and television and their phones. They have the tone of America is really low and unenlightened and sick, and I feel it in interacting with the world when I go out and interact with the world, and it's shitty, you know. So a lot of times when I do my gigs and radio shows, been doing radio shows and all this stuff I do, and the business work I have to do for my job, I do that shit and I can come back home because the environment, the atmosphere in America right now sucks. You know, I love talking to people, you know, in person. Love having conversations, you know. And these days, conversations can go south really fast with people you don't know. People just get worked up and upset, and they stop thinking and just start reacting and get emotional. It sucks, you know. So that information has to do with where I'm at and my headspace, you know. As much as I would talk about anything, making videos more regularly, that's what you'd probably hear me speaking on right now more than anything is not so much music, but just the tone of America and just how sick this country is and how drugged or in fantasy or just disconnected from things that so many people are. You know, the complete manipulation of the media and the general populace by corporate greed is thoroughly disgusting. And that is the lay of the American land now. And I'm not asleep, so it affects me daily, consciously. A lot of people really are asleep, or they like it, or just completely unaware. I don't know. But that's what's going on with me. So I'm going to shut up and listen to a little bit of this music, this latest piece. I call this one Home and Diary. I posted this on my SoundCloud page, you know. This is good music. I also want to say, since I had made this video and then discovered that I didn't have the microphone on, I want to say rest in peace to Merle Haggard. I respect real artists. I'm not a country music fan. I don't buy it, don't listen to it. But I respect real artists, and Merle Haggard was the real deal Holyfield. Much respect to Merle Haggard. Rest in peace, brother. And we'll go out with this music. I just make this music to try to soothe my mind and my soul, you know. Wish I could hear music like this on the radio, but you can't. And I don't need nobody singing on this. This is all I need. Being outside, walking in a green place, some a body of water nearby, and just being okay. I wish all the people with so much evil in your hearts, I truly wish that you all would wake up. You make life so hard for so many people. It's just wrong, and there's so much of it, and it just we gotta call it out. We don't need a savior, we need to save ourselves. That's why we're such a mess, because we allowed the powers that be to externalize the secret of our power. We have to save ourselves.